Dr. Cardoso.
Hello, good morning, Dr. Lucero.
Yeah, okay. We'll have the Dr. TPS first, okay, and you will be the next, okay? Thank you.
Yes, of course. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Okay, so pleasant evening to each and everyone. Okay, this is another session of our International Masterclass on Pedagogy and Strategic Leadership. Tonight, we shall have three great speakers from different countries, from India, from Portugal, and from Australia. And I'd like to introduce to you our first resource speaker, Dr. TPS Sikumar, or fondly known as Dr. TPS, is a dynamic educator, a scientist, administrator, and leadership mentor with over 3 decades of national and international experience. A former scientist at ISRO, senior faculty for civil services training, and an academic leader who is a vice chancellor of Adik Sankara University. He is widely recognized for redefining how India approaches learning, youth development, and future-ready education. He is the founder of Shiksha, Human Mentoring, SAM, and research, two influential platforms shaping the next generation through holistic development, innovation, and India knowledge system. Dr. TPS has traveled extensively across India and abroad, conducting thousands of inspirational workshops on learning skills, mindset, ethics, AI-ready education, and life leadership. Dr. TPS is a part of Lead Philippines to Global Philippines activities. A prolific thinker, Dr. TPS blends science, spirituality, culture, and contemporary leadership with rare clarity and simplicity. His sessions are known for being highly engaging, deeply reflective, and transformative for students, teachers, and institutional leaders alike. Friends, let's welcome Dr. TPS Asikumar for his topic on human resource management, and transformational leadership from India. Okay. Now, I also request everyone to please open your camera because our resource speaker would want to see your faces because he is an engaging resource speaker. Thank you. Hello, Dr. TPS.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my brother, Professor Mario. And I was part of Lead Philippines to now the Lead Global sessions for last 4 to 5 years. A journey of learning and sharing together. The International Masterclass in Pedagogy and Strategic Leadership, Connecting Human Resource Management, Transformational Leadership. I believe we are not on the 21st century, we are on the 3-2-1 world. Third decade of 21st century. Third decade of 21st century. 3-2-1 world. So in the next 5 years, what is going to happen is what probably we should discuss. So it's rehumanizing leadership, transforming the people and pedagogies for the 3-2-1 world. That is what the human resource management, the transformational leadership should look at very, very carefully. The world is hyper accelerated. It is hyper accelerated because of technology, fast moving, human adaptation. The challenge for leadership, educators, is not managing the resources, but the human potential each one of us have. Through transformational leadership, how can we make the pedagogies people-centric? That is what we must look at it. How we can make it people centric, how we can make it very engaging, and probably use all the facilities of AI, automation, the attention crisis, the workshop places and the workplaces, either in the learning workshop or in the workplaces. It's very agile, moving very fast. So, managing humans and mobilizing human energy towards the focused program is the HRM duty today. Education mirrors the industry. What is the industry requirement that comes in education? What is that education does that comes in the industry? Learners are the workforce for information. Yesterday I was attending a program on SAS, who is engaging all the learning processes, the statistical methods which are used in the analytics. All analytics. Tomorrow's world is going to be playing with the data and analytics, in which we have seen what is that the industry is what is in the education. How to prepare the minds of people for jobs, how to prepare for the change, transformation, evolution. So learning in an augmented learning mechanism. The student must be with AI, artificial intelligence, learn with AI, about AI, and beyond AI probably. The skill competency certification or agency aligning with whatever abilities you have, more marks on every activity which you do. Everything has to be interdisciplinary. Your thinking has to change into interdisciplinary. The boundaries between science, technology, culture, everything is gone today. It's all one and the same. It's not STEM alone. It's not management and STEM alone. Every subject. We are not, I keep saying I am in the BC, before computers. But I have joined now the AD, after digital. Now AI became beyond AD, beyond after digital. We are all in the digital citizenship. Ethics, technology, society, responsibility of people, lifelong learning, career change. Learning must continue every moment. So we become so flexible, very flexible. So I wrote a book 17 years back, Adaptive Learning, how the pedagogies and practices can change in the nearest future. That nearest future, 17 years is a long time. But today we are changing into that. But integrating whatever knowledge which we have, the values, wisdom, the concept of well-being, carry along with the technological development, having a global collaboration, prepare the learners without boundaries, get interconnected with the world. That is what we are supposed to do. One world of learning. There is only one. The one world of learning, which standardizes, connecting people. Teachers become mentors, curators, and they can get connected internationally. That's why I am getting connected to all of you from India to Philippines. The co-creators of knowledge. We discuss. It's not converging. It is not conferencing. Let us unconference. Think differently. From different culture, different background, different technology. Institutions should move from degree factories to innovative ecosystems. More of research, more of innovation, more of incubation, more of hackathon, more of practical workshops. Integrate everything together with the modern science, which forms into science, jump into engineering, then to technology. Personalized learning, when networked with the people, it becomes accessible to everybody. That's what is today happening in the massive open online courses. So schools and colleges change into a different world which continues the flow of growth, continuous learning. So education must shift from teaching and learning to information to wisdom. The competency, capacity building, the degree to demonstrate the skills. So smarter, ethical, AI ready, holistic development, empathetic, value driven leadership, innovation focused universities, not degree giving universities. So future compatible, competitive mindset. The shift from the transactional to transformational leadership. That's what we are discussing now. Transactional human resource was with rules, control, compliance, and etc. No. The transformational leadership will become with vision, with growth, and with empathy. So, the BAS model adopted to pedagogy, the idealized influence, be with a change with the educator to leader, inspirational motivation, the craft, compelling features, the inspirational motivation, the intellectual stimulation, encourage people to ask questions, conformity, because lectures are not important. Questions and answers, discussions is much more important. That takes you from some level to the next level. Cultivate the learners, the unique potential, the quest for knowledge, asking questions. Now from managing the attendance to nurturing attention. It is not whether you are present here or not. That's not important. How much you gained at the end of the day. What is your takeaway? How many points you note down? How many questions you could ask further? Where are all going to search? Oh, I listened to Dr. TPS lecture. So get one point from that, go and Google. Get more and more knowledge. What is that one point which I don't know, which has come in the discussion? So let me learn little more on that. That is what is essential. So the model which you adapt, the learning and pedagogy which we have, has to be always dealt with what is that which I am going to do as a new technology, new world, which will get opened after every one step. So the steps are higher and higher. So the syllabus completion is not what is life. It is the capability cultivation. I am going to cultivate a habit of asking questions. Tomorrow's world is going to be the world of the prompt engineering. How am I going to ask questions? How do I get these questions? So you become a highly creative person. Tomorrow's world is not who can learn, but who is going to be highly creative. That's why I said it's not degree giving, it's innovation. So reimagining, restructuring the learning institution with human relationship management. Performance appraisal is not part of our job. Whether my purpose is aligned or not. The SOP has to be clear. Why am I attending this? It's not that I attended, this is what I learned. No. This is what I wanted, therefore I attended this. The first want should come. It is not recruiting people, whether my presence in the place is relevant, whether I am able to give a value, and whether the me and my company has got a value resonance, whether we match or not. Because people are plenty available. Anybody can get recruited anywhere. But my alignment with the institution, the company, the firm is aligned with my value system to your value system, then I am fit for that. It's not recruitment. It is getting involved. so that I can become a free person with great thinking, which will align with the motivation, the vision, and all the activity which happens in the institution. That should be the HR principle. Training, no, not training, has to become a transformative learning ecosystem. I am not training. It's not animal to be trained, like a dog is to be trained. But human being, a transformative learning ecosystem. It is not policy. It should be people philosophy. Change that policy word into people philosophy. Maybe government will make a policy. But me being an academic institution, I have a human or people philosophy in my institute. These are all small name changes, but it makes a lot of difference in the dealings in day-to-day affair. From employee engagement to human empowerment. Integrate all the knowledge, AI, analytics, adaptive systems, without losing the aim, AIM, awareness, integrity, and meaning. I keep saying awareness, integrity, and meaning. That is what is my aim. I must be aware of what is that institution which I am into, what is that they look at me for, what is that I can contribute, whether my integrity is being questioned or not, whether I make my people working in my organization to have integrity for the institution, whether my staying there makes a meaning or not. Is it a waste of time? Get me out of that place. I will find a better place where I can make a meaning. So, HRM has to be very clearly defined in this time. The pedagogy is a transformation. The content delivery to consciousness development. It is not finishing my syllabus. It is understanding all that what can deliver, whether it makes a difference or not. The transformational leaders are teacher, mentors, both coupled together. I will have a model curiosity and compassion. Create an emotionally safe, intellectually demanding space. Link learning, no, link learning to living. That's why I keep saying LIFE, life. All the books I wrote on life. Live in full enjoyment. Learn in full enjoyment. Learning is living. Every moment has to be adding knowledge. In the fast world, 3, 2, 1 world, slow thinking, deep reflection, and a revolutionary thought process which defines your way forward is very essential. So, the future of HR and pedagogy is not the algorithms, but it is awakening with a lot of wisdom. Lead minds, not manuals. Shape culture, not courses. Create transformation, not transactions. So, these things, if you can make it happen in your institution, your leadership becomes a humanizing leadership, a humanitarian leadership, a transformational leadership, and you can accelerate the change in the place where you are. A transactional, transformational pedagogy for 3, 2, 1 world is managing people? No. It's mobilizing people, connecting across the world. That is why I am able to connect to millions of people and we select the best one to interact. I mean, I know how many times me and Professor Mario meet each other like this, where physically we have not met. We shared a lot of thoughts, a lot of platforms, a lot of discussions. So we become aware with the integrity and the meaning which we add to our everyday life. So it's a human empowerment which happens with the value resonance, a transformative ecosystem which happens with a purpose, and the human relationship management becomes so much contributory to each other. And that is what I mean by rehumanizing leadership, transforming people and pedagogy in the 3, 2, 1 world. So the human resource management, transformational leadership, the masterclass which is today for the international masterclass on pedagogy with the lead global program. I'm able to share this because we all are on the same stage where we know each other, and this contributes to each one of you to think differently, to ask questions. So thank you so much. I will open this for questions, and that will be my general practice. I want to ask people to react, ask questions. That will make the learning much better. The BAST transformational leadership model is always a role model pedagogy, which Indian system generally talk about Acharya. Looking at somebody, we will say, oh, I want to ask some questions to him. I want to learn more from him. It's like storytelling. It's like a informal interaction process. That is what today's world. So I wish you have a lot of questions. If the intellectual stimulation happens after a lecture, the inquiry based pedagogy is there. We have got different levels like in deduction, induction, and then we have got discovery. So I believe in discovery learning with a lot of questions. Let that be the part of the learning process. Therefore, individualized influence on anyone with a lot of questions will become a massive open program where others can learn from the questions what somebody asks. So stimulating the intellectual questioning ability, the quest for knowledge. So that becomes a vision driven teaching methodology, the inquiry based training programs, a personalized mentoring. Therefore, you need to have good questions. So thank you so much, my brother, Professor Mario. I believe that there will be some questions and then we can have interaction. Thank you so much.
Yeah, okay. So Dr. TPS would like to ask you, okay, you would like to ask him, okay, some questions, clarifications, because that's what they have mentioned. So it's not managing people, but it's mobilizing people. It's not a transaction, but it's transformation. So there are a lot of concepts that he mentioned along the way. Okay, he's not a traditional lecturer with PowerPoint, but he loves discussion and engagement from the audience. That's why I mentioned a while ago that you have to open your camera. Okay, now it's your time to ask. Okay, Dr. TPS about human resource management. Okay, and transformational leadership. Well, Dr. TPS, do you think there is a connection between charismatic leadership and transformational leadership?
Yeah, definitely. Because everyone has got an attraction. First, I should get attracted to somebody. So once I should have faith to people, I must believe that this person can say, this person is attractive, this person can talk to me, this person is absorbing, this person can look at me, there is a connection drawn. That adds values to people. So definitely there is a connection. And then, yeah, you can make things happen. So it's a starting point in most of the learning processes. You rightly pointed it out. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Any other clarification from the group? Okay.
Ayub?
Yeah. Boyer?
Um,
Yes, yes.
yes, yes, sir. Um, First and foremost, good, good evening, sir, Dr. TP. I actually wanted to ask a question. This is actually in line with the professional development. My question, sir, is how should human resource departments tailor mandatory professional development programs to ensure they directly support the institution's strategic goals and foster innovation in pedagogy?
See, in today's world, things are moving very fast. So you cannot live without innovation. So how do the HR department ensure the strategic goals and innovation is met is your question. So that means I must make all the people around me aware of what is that institutional goal. I have a strategic goal. Earlier it was good enough. Only the management knows, not below that. But the driving culture, I don't know whether you know the top down approach and the bottom top approach. Earlier it was top to bottom. Now today the young generation is much faster. If you look at data analytics, the people can solve problems. Not this gray haired fellow will work. Maybe the young people will work much faster. So if I tell this is my aim, this is the goal of my institution, they will suggest you much better solutions. So the management on the top must be open for this. So the change agents need not be from the expert from outside, but it can be from young minds from your own institution. So HR has a great role making sure that the manpower from the younger generation, from the lower generation, everybody can talk. The cross discussion are open. So therefore what will happen? The culture of innovation will become a everyday practice. Experimental learning will happen. Experimental culture will happen. Sharing will happen. And this has to be a creative, innovative initiative which has to start from the top leadership and then penetrate down to the young youth people who are newly recruited in your company, in your institution, in your academics. It could be an academic institution or a factory, it doesn't make a difference. So development program should happen. Not necessarily the expert gives lecture all the time. You can ask people. Now today I could have finished my lecture and then go. See, now Ayub asked a question which would have never come to my mind. I allowed you to ask questions. And this is what should happen in any development process. So the strategy is not what is to be defined by the senior people. It has to be evolved. It has to be changed. And that is what is innovation. It is not somebody defines this what I want, you all follow this. That is why I said it's not performance. Evaluation. It is innovation. Let us redefine a 360-degree feedback, review, satisfaction, understand, make the model, put the theme, substitute it back. Let us look at how it works. So the performance based culture should come into the place, but not the seniority based culture. That makes difference. People centric. People means everyone. And therefore the policy is not what is important. The promotions are not important. Recruitment is not important. Everything will be like a discussion. So it's not a stable program. It's a dynamic program. The digital transformation with the AI adoption, everybody knows what is happening throughout the world. The global standard can be adopted by each one of you. Any part of the world, anybody can adopt the global standard. So institution should be always ready for change. The change management should happen. The compliance, accreditation, quality standard, everything is fine. But there has to be some space for innovation. Therefore, the institution become excellent tomorrow. That was a wonderful question. Ayub, thank you so much for making me to think in those lines. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. That actually enlightens me a lot. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. TPS. Okay. Are there some other questions from the audience, from the participants? Okay, so if there are no more questions, I'd like to thank Dr. TPS for his excellent sharing about performance management and strategic leadership, transformative leadership.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.